speaking facts. Don't need love when it comes in a bottle. This one is Losin Streak sing-along. Hazbin Hotel. Let's get it.
Dead inside, 'cause you know it's all pretend.
I always like these ones that Ray send me because I feel like it's always filled with so many like colorful animations, and it's not like your typical beauty animations where you're looking at it and you're just like, oh, they're absolutely beautiful. This one gives a different sense of like what beauty can be to an individual.
You're living for the rush, for that royal flush, but you take what you can get.
Ooh, that's powerful. So from my understanding, she's already mentioning that you live for the hype. You live for the hype. You yearn for the hype. You covet the hype. That's what you essentially look for. You're looking for that royal flush. So you dive into the deep end with no remorse of how it comes out because you only have one objective.
Royal flush, but you take what you can get.
But you don't, and that just tells me if you take what you can get, that means you don't always win the jack prize. So you basically are okay with what what gift or what the results you end up, even if it's not what you want.
You play your final ace for a pretty face, tastes like scotch and cigarettes.
You know what's weird? Real quick story time. I used to date a girl who smoked cigarettes. Now, I hate fucking cigarettes. I don't like it. I don't like the smell of it on people. And I'm not going to say I loathe it. People do what they need to do. I just don't like the smell of cigarettes. But I dated a girl who smoked cigarettes. She never really smoked cigarettes around me, but I dated a girl who smoked cigarettes. And to me, mixed with her perfume and yes, I'm this old, the wine cooler she used to love, it was like a very interesting smell to me that became, I wouldn't say I was obsessed, but I loved being around her and that smell. So after it was the taste of after it was the wine cooler and the cigarette on her breath with the mix of her perfume, I couldn't. She had the best of me.
Wanna spend your chips on these rosy lips, trying to get me next to you.
Oh shit. How many of us guys have literally spent our last to get the attention of a woman? Don't worry, I'll wait. I'm guilty of it. And if I'm guilty of it, I know you guys are guilty of it. And I guess I shouldn't say next to a woman. How many of us have spent our last or spend more than our means to get next to another individual?
You can't help needing to believe in finding what you seek.
Finding what we seek. Look, what we can't have, we seek. And when we seek what we can't have, boy, that is where addiction and the most dangerous part of lives and being a human becomes.
Till you break your losing.
You don't ever break your losing streak. Your losing streak is not getting what you want. And so you continue until you feel you're going to break that streak, but that broken streak don't ever come. For some people it don't. For others it may. But how much did you lose until you got to that broken streak? Think about it. Really, really think about it. For all the investment things that we do to get individuals or just to get what we want in life because that's what we want, there are more times than none we lost a lot of things in pursuit of that what you think was happiness, that by the time you get it, it doesn't mean as much as it once did when you first went for it. But here's the thing. You can say, but it's very subjective, Ray, if you think about it. What seems like a win to you could mean the ultimate loss of a battle. Really think about it. If we're both yearning for something and we want to get to it, what seems like we're itching forward can be a facade in which we're actually losing each battle and we haven't broken our losing streak yet. The amount of times I've been hurt in my life, I wonder if that's has me jaded about how I look at certain things. Us losing can be shadowed by it looking like we won. So for example, I'll tell you about a story, another story time, and then we'll move on to the next video. I'll tell you about a time where I thought I was winning with a woman, but really I was losing because we weren't playing the same game. So how many times have you had a significant other where you did everything possible to make that person happy? And you see glimpses and phrases where you see the improvement. You feel you're winning because what you're getting back as far as the receiving back from what you're putting in is giving you positive signs, which in turn, improving that person was your ultimate goal. But at the end of the day, that gave them the confidence to know that they can do good, and you weren't part of what they considered good. You lost the war. You won the individual battles in helping them become a better person, which looks like you and I a win. But at the end of it, when they choose, thank you for building me into something, you lost the war because they didn't end up choosing you, which was your ultimate goal. The other day, I was thinking, I was deep in thought, and I posted something, and there's sometimes I come out with quotes and I feel like it hits the mark. And this was my personal quote. I helped her find herself, and in doing so, she realized I was part of the chapter she needed to close. How many freaking times have we helped somebody to only learn the fact that we were part of the chapter that they were trying to turn? Really think about it that way. I was in my bag there. I sometimes do a little bit of poetry. Think about how many times that's happened. All right, let's get to this next one.
You know, it's been such a long time since I've been out on my own. Bittersweet to be so free and so alone.
Can those two be the same? Can you be free and alone? Are you really technically free if you're lonely? Ask yourself that question. Are you technically free if you're lonely? Or did he mean alone in a different way and not lonely? Because you can be alone and not lonely.
It kind of feels like the wrong time to feel sorry for myself.
All right, so Ray says, I think you could be if that's what you want, but who generally wants to be alone? So that's my question. If you're alone, if you want to be, I don't think anybody wants to be alone. I think people want to be alone because they can't find people they want to be with, or they haven't found people that make them feel like they don't want to be alone. I don't ever think, unless you have a psychological problem and it is part of that psychological problem where you want to be alone and you thrive and you want, I understand that. But most humans don't want to be alone. We're not built that way. We're built to be in a pack or around other individuals. So that's where it gets gray area of, is alone and lonely the same thing?
Makes you want to drink till you feel like you are someone else.
Oh, that's big facts. Oh my gosh. How many of us do want to drink until we feel like we're somebody else? I still do that to this day. There are some times where I got to go out and have a good night and I drink and pretend I have a different life. Does that sound sad? Yeah, now that came out, it does sound sad. But there are things in life that everybody goes through that we have to deal with. And sometimes we just wish that we're not dealing with it. Oh, he's speaking facts. Don't need love when it comes in a bottle. That was me in my darkest moment. The bottom of a bottle was always my goal. And when I tell you, when I reached that, I knew it's time to pass out, and I reached my, Top
shelf double rocks for the scotch.
And that's me. Double up the scotch. Pour that bitch. Depressive me is someone I don't like to meet. I will finish a whole bottle of scotch whiskey by myself when I'm in my most depressive moment. And it is not a good thing. And I don't condone or tell anybody to ever do that. I have demons. Everyone has demons. My demons, sometimes the only way to suppress their words is to find the bottom of a bottle.
Deal me and kick the sin up a notch. Diving in quicksand faster than sinking.
Oh, he just dropped the bar on that one. Deal me in, kick the sins, put it up a notch, diving in like quicksand, fast and sinking. What do you think that is? That is literally telling you you're basically going down the wrong path, but when you're drinking, you don't give a damn. Your depression, your feelings of it, everything seems fun, even though your life is literally sinking. Like you're fighting your life and it's like sinking in quicksand. You know, like the saying goes, when you're in quicksand, don't fight. Don't fight, because the more you fight, the more you sink. So if me just finding the bottom of the bottle, I'm not fighting no more. I'm just letting it be.
I'm leaving behind all of the cares that I've been overthinking.
Big facts.
Stay unaware just as long as I'm drinking.
Oh, he just dropped another dime. Oh, Ray, this is a song. This is a song.
I'm leaving behind all of the cares that I've been overthinking.
All the cares that I've been overthinking. I fuck up with that. I overthink.
Find friends in my wine. Stay unaware just as long as I'm drinking.
The masks that we put on. Nobody asks you how you truly feel if we're all inebriated. Nobody asks you how you're truly feeling if we're all having a good time and drinking, because it's not your business to ask the depressive things. We're just enjoying the time. Let the liquor flow. You're not going to ask me how my life is because we're too busy enjoying the time. Oh. I love how they painted such a depressive song, lyrical wise, in a happy tone. Is it safe? No. But I love how they pictured it.
He's in the eyes of the beholder. Jim never lies or fucks you.
Oh, that's a bar. I'm about to start saying that to the bartenders. Love is in the ice of the beholder. Oh, because every ice melts different. That's how I got from it. Every ice melts different.
Love in a bottle, love in a bottle. Don't need love when it comes in a bottle. Struck when you're bluffing, all or nothing. Numb in a bottle.
Yes.
I don't need nothing that's not from a bottle.
And how many times have we been so belligerent drunk that all I need is my alcohol because I've numbed it? And then that's where people who are sober come and ask you, are you okay now? Why are you partying? Why are you shitting on my parade? Why are you shitting on my parade? I'm numb in a bottle. Literally. I don't need nothing when I have just my bottle. Look, I'm not an alcoholic. And I know this is pointing me in a very, very sad way. But I truly do believe that there are times where everybody has their depressive moments. Mine just so happens to coincide with me finishing a bottle.
Nothing that's not from a bottle. Another round.
Oh, I love this song. Oh, thank you for that one. Oh, I'm putting that on one of my faves. Ladies and gentlemen, Ray with the banger. All right. Okay, I want y'all to know, drinking is not the answer. I know I'm a hypocrite when I say it this way. If you do need help or you need anything of that sort, where you feel like self-harm or anything of that sort, please seek help. Please seek help. I've lost too many friends to self-harm while drinking. I'm not telling you to follow my lead. Please don't follow my lead. I'm not an idol. I am not someone that you should look up to. I'm just a black man on a box that you so happen to watch and enjoy my laughs and jokes. We all have demons that we fight. Sometimes I let my demons out and you see my demons. But if you truly feel alone, if you truly feel that you are going to hurt yourself, I am more than happy to talk to you. Am I a psychiatrist or a psychologist? No. But if you need somebody to talk to, you let me know that you need somebody to talk to, I'm more than happy to talk to you. I don't think anybody should ever be alone. But on the contrary, I also do feel if you think that way, seek help. There's always someone there to help you. I love you and someone loves you. And I have to tell myself that every day after I finish a bottle.